Alright, welcome back to the transformation guide for the Transformers Earthrise Astrotrain here. So here he is in his robot mode. Before we do much of anything else, we can go ahead and take these guns off, or any of the accessories. There's 5 guns, and there's this big huge crate thing, which includes things for his feet and a backpack. So before we transform anything, make sure all of that is off. So to get him into train mode, very similarly to rocket mode, we can start off by rotating his arms around and folding his hands in. And there is that peg right here that will slot in up here. Then you can fold this all around, peg it in right there, bring this around. Okay, so now don't worry about the fin part here. You just fold these up, bring this all back, put those tabs right here into those slots again to lock all of this down. Bring the thrusters up and use these pegs and those slots to tab that all down. Now what you want to do is fold these wings up all the way like this, and then kind of push here and fold the top in on both sides. Then you can come down to his feet, unpeg his feet and peg them in back here again. Then you can take these sides and fold them down. You can then split these sections apart, flip these sections around here, these inner sections here for the nose cone. Then you want to take these sections in here and pull them out. That's on both sides. Pull those out and peg them together right there. We can then bring these sections back, and again, just like shuttle mode, they will hook over these little grooves back here and just kind of peg this all together down here. You can then pull this whole wheel section down. Then you want to kind of pull these sections out to that kind of orientation and swing these around. Then you can lock these down with those. And there's a peg here and a peg here that these will post into, as well as a peg, little tiny notch there. Just like that. So there we have Astrotrain in his train mode. So taking this stuff here, you can repeg these together, and these sections here will kind of pop up when you put this part in. So these posts will go into these holes up here like that, and see how those pop up, the little wheels on top. Then you can take this, spin it around, and peg it into these side panels like such. There is some right there and some right there. And then you just peg these down on these pegs. And then you take these 3 pegs, spin it this way actually, and peg it into the boosters. And there we have him with his little tender car thing. Looking very good. Now to get him back into robot mode here, we can just unpeg these and peg them back in up here on both sides. Unsplit this whole middle section. Collapse the front of the train car, split it in half, and put these lights away. Spin these sections back around and bring these sides up until they click. Unpeg the feet and peg them in to this hole right down here, this hole right here. and bring the skirt pieces down. And that's the whole lower body done. Or you can actually unpeg these and kind of angle them, I guess. And then you can take these, swing them all the way up, pull these all the way to the sides. You can then take the thrusters, unpeg all that, swing it out, down, hook it right here and push it down. Unpeg this whole section, swing these down, and these big posts here will go into his back and hold securely. I like to bend these wings back. You can then bring the arms down, peg them into both sides, pull them out, spin them around, and push right here for his hand to come out. Right there. And we are back in Astrotrain's robot mode. You can take this thing and just kind of rip this top section off and split it in half. Pull this up, flip this around, and push it back onto this side. And peg these pieces in, like so. You can then peg this into his back and put these on his feet with the tread pieces facing that way. You can also push these little wheels in. And that's supposed to be him in his like taller, like leader class cargo hauling mode that mine doesn't really want to do. But you can just take all that off because you don't need it. Now to get Astrotrain from his train mode to his rocket mode, you just unpeg these sections here, bring them to about halfway, and swing these around. Peg these in at the top. You can unfold the wings here, like that. You can then condense this whole section up here, split it all in half, spin the nose cone around, and reconnect all this back into place here. Oh wait, you want to split this in half and fold these little lights in. Put this all, peg it back into place, and peg all this back into place. You can then unfold these, pull this out, flip it around like this. You can unpeg boosters, kind of work this between these pieces here to get those to tab in there. And then unfold the wing here, make sure it clicks down into place, and then peg the boosters back in. And you are in rocket mode. Hope you find that guide informative. If you did, if that helped you at all, let me know down in the comments below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and have a good night.